Okay. So one last thing, Deborah, that I would love for you to do is I want you to say, who you are and what you teach, please.
Ah, okay, so sure, now you've put me on the spot. Yeah, I'm very, very quiet behind the scenes, but I do assist with I've been in business. I started my first business when I was 18, maybe younger, 16, dabbling, but when I was 18, and very quickly grew the business to quite a substantial business, employing a couple of hundred people. I've had a lot of startup businesses. When I say startup, I mean literally taking a product, setting up a factory, producing and exporting and that. So that's a bit of my background, very briefly. I've been called to assist those that are like us, spiritual beings that know who they are, that are on their journey, but often it's very difficult for people that are sensitive and that are spiritual to actually get a business off the ground. And so what I do is I have that business, let's say, knowing, but I also understand who I am as a very powerful spiritual being connected to my higher self, to my helpers, to source. And so I'm able to bridge that gap between the business world and the spiritual world in terms of speaking to you and understanding where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. So much of my work is one-on-one, helping and assisting those that know they are called maybe to this business world or to starting a healing business or some kind of remembrance of what they need to do, but they don't know how to get there. And so a lot of my, as Belinda channels the 12 archangels, a lot of my work is done one-on-one with business people that have a spiritual awakening and calling, and I'm able to assist them in bridging that gap. And so, yeah, I hope, is that what you wanted me to say, Belinda? So I mentor people that know they are called to be more than just business owners. They know that they are supposed to work in a certain field and are sensitive spiritual beings.
And I just want to add to that Deborah's skill set is to really meet you where you are and to help you figure out the best marketing plan, the best social media plan, the best production plan, whatever it may be that resonates with you. And she's quite patient. And at the same time, she gives very clear directives and steps that when you follow those steps, you have success. It works. It all takes patience. And what I especially appreciate, because Belinda just flies by the seat of her britches, that Deborah says, okay, I got this from the angels. She knows I'm not going to do anything unless it comes from the angels. So she figured that out right away. And she goes, okay, Belinda, I need this. Do it. Yes, Deborah. And so that's been very, very helpful because I don't question that. I feel it. I feel that that's what I need to do. Or let me just be honest, I have a complete meltdown and she knows Belinda can't do that. So it's one or the other, right? Do you agree? Either I can get it done or absolutely not.
Yeah. So I am very good because I also, my my bestie is the big blue, Archangel Michael. I am very good at reading what needs doing and for understanding other spiritual beings and our struggles here. And so I'm able to connect and see how the way forward, in other words, in terms of what is comfortable for someone, what is not comfortable with someone. And I also understand that social media and posting and building businesses in a certain way makes spiritual beings, us that have to live here on schoolroom earth, it can make us very uncomfortable. So we find ways to make sure that you are comfortable and able, because a lot of times, Belinda, what happens is that because of the pressure put on us by building a business in this crazy social media, posting so many times a day and doing this and that, spiritual people like ourselves in businesses that are assisting others, they start to feel under pressure. And so that affects their vibration. And so it affects their spiritual walk because they are under pressure from the world and all these things that are expected of them. And sometimes it's understanding, putting two heads together and adapting and changing what we are supposed to do because the world says we have to, so that it doesn't interfere with your spiritual work and your spiritual vibration. Because unless you're vibrating at where you're supposed to, you are of no use, because you are adjusting who you are purely to fit in with social media and how things are done. And that is one of the biggest stumbling blocks. And it's finding the correct balance and the bridge in order to be effective, both where you're supposed to be vibrationally and taking that to the world.
Definitely.
So
yes.
I hope that assists.
Yes, beautifully said. Okay, and so I just want to mention that Deborah offers private sessions, consulting, business review. Again, she's going to be teaching a course for the Golden Passport Advanced Training. She'll be there for the monthly mentoring sessions to help. So if you need that assistance, that on the ground, but staying with your integrity, not compromising that, then let Deborah help you. So yeah, we're all very grateful for your many gifts, and I'm especially grateful for your patience. Yes.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.